Hey, we're talking about online dating. You know, I'm not really a fan of it. I'm not gonna lie. But
neither am I.
Not a fan.
Me too.
I'm not a fan of online dating. I mean, no disrespect to people. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I haven't tried it, but here's what I've done.
Okay, how are you gonna discredit something that you haven't even tried?
Okay, hold on. So here, check this out. So I haven't tried it, but I've been on those sites just to see what's going on.
Like,
what?
Okay. What did you Somebody signed up for a profile and didn't go through
No. Tinder, for example. I was on Tinder, but I didn't do it for the purpose of meeting people to date people, but just to see.
Isn't Tinder only for sex?
Oh, wait,
Tinder is not only for sex.
I thought Tinder was one of those sites that you only.
I'm very sensitive about that. Okay, it's not only for sex. If you're looking for sex, you're gonna find it. I don't care if you find it at the farmer's market. I don't care if you find it in the back alley. I don't care if you find it at school. You're gonna find sex if that's what you're looking for. You have to figure out what you want and attract that. I feel like it works just as well as in real world. I mean, if you're at certain places, you're gonna continue to meet the same certain people. If you respond to certain people that you know what they're about, then you're going to continue to only get those kind of people.
No, but I think what isn't it for me is the fact that there's people hiding behind those profiles that you see. They're not necessarily the same people that you're looking at. So there's 8 times out of 10, what you're looking at on the profile photo is not necessarily the real deal.
Catfish. Right? Catfish in 2017.
I'm sorry, you still in catfish in 2017.
It's a problem.
You just need to have a seat.
You need to talk about it.
People still do it though. You have
but
people.
There's so many ways to like really find out if this person is who they say they are.
Yeah, I feel
and
like
if you feeling fishy about it, then don't talk to them.
But I feel like I see what you're saying, but I feel like there's really no way to really find out who they are until you meet them.
Even if you meet somebody though, don't it take a while for you to actually know who they are?
It does, but I feel like meeting a person online, you're not really interacting with that person.
Yeah, I don't like to have too long of a conversation on the actual app. Like, I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and exchange numbers. Like, let's get this going. Like, why are we still messaging each other a month later?
Then again, I'm iffy about giving my number out, period. Like, even
okay,
if
so
I'm an open person, so I guess it's different for me. I'm very open.
Going
like,
into
I don't
what
care.
you just said, you meet somebody online, and then if they find you interesting, you find them interesting, you just exchange numbers and then carry the conversation too.
Right, via regular text. And then, you know, I wait a while. If you're not going to invite me out, I don't have a problem being a female. I will ask you out. And if it don't go nowhere, then I'm over it. On to the next one.
Go back to Tinder.
I stopped though because I was just tired. The last one that I met, like, it was like, oh my gosh, I like him so much. And then like after a while, he just started to change. And I was just like, I'm not about to go back on Tinder. Like, this is too much. Then what if he back on Tinder too? That's gonna be awkward if we see each other.
People that I've talked to that have associated with Tinder, 9 times out of 10, it's like, oh, I'm just trying to get one off real quick. And I know that she is too. So why not get on social media? Well, not social media, but like on this online dating site that I know people are trying to get it in just like I'm trying to get it in, and we can get it in together and call it a day.
What's the amount of time that you wait before you actually meet that person physically?
Before you answer that, what's the amount of time you wait before you actually give your number? Do you give your number on the same day that you connect? And after you give your number, when do y'all meet?
I mean, I guess it would just depend. Like, if I feel like that we could have more of a conversation and things could keep going, then I will give you my number. But if you just constantly hit me with WYD via the app, I'm definitely not gonna give you my number because we do the same thing. But, and then as far as like, wait, what was your question?
How long do you take before you go actually meet somebody?
Before I actually meet. I mean, it could be that same day. Like,
what?
it can. No, why not? Like, if we gonna go somewhere, if I know there's an event, I'm like, hey, meet me there.
But that's not.
You gotta think about your life at the end of the day. What if this person is a killer? I just feel like everything should come naturally. That's how I am. So if we meet somebody in person, that's how I feel like it should happen. And we meet, we connect, all this stuff. But online dating is not for me personally. I feel like people they're like dangerous, like they'll do catfish, they'll do all these things, like just trying to make themselves look good, but at the end of the day, they'll probably be bad, you never know. So I don't want to take any risks, any chances of my life, because I love my life.
You got to think, like when you out at the club though, you see somebody fine, you gonna give them your number right there.
I know, but this is online. You have a
shut up. But here's the deal though. At the club, you've already seen this person, you've been profiling this person.
But I'm saying like giving them your number like right then and there though.
Here's the thing. Here's what's striking my mind right now. you don't really know somebody. So I don't care if you meet them online or if you meet them face to face. It still takes time to get to know that person.
When you first meet somebody, they're a stranger, online or offline. There's no difference. Those two platforms are really the same thing. You just have one that's online and one that's physical. It's like a brick and mortar store or an online store. It's the same thing. You're getting the same products, same services, whatever it may be. You're not changing those kind of interactions that can still happen at the end of the day. So for me, I mean, like I said, I really can't knock it if people meet somebody online. It still takes time to get to know somebody at the end of the day.
I'm not saying that there's no risk in it. I'm not afraid to take risks, and if it works out, it does.
Like, even if I actually wanted to do online dating, I see way too many horror stories online about people like, oh, I met this guy on Tinder, and then next thing you know, 2 days later, her head is found in a trash can. Like, I don't want my head found in a trash can.
Like I said, I'm watch way too much Law and Order SVU for these things. If you watch seasons 1 through 19, you will understand where I am with these things. With like online dating, like personally, I just don't think that it's safe. It's more of a risk factor for me, a risk that I'm not willing to take. But hey, if you're down with online dating, do you, boo-boo. Don't let me stop you. Like, be great, because your man is out there and he may just be on Tinder or Bumble or Plenty of Fish or Soul Swipe or Bad People Meet. Is Soul Swipe is even a thing? I don't even know if Soul Swipe is a thing, but that is besides the point. The point of the matter is, if you like online dating, do your thing, boo-boo.
So like,
that's exactly how it was the first
somebody
time I got in.
and you meet with them for the very first time. So I mean, do you pick somewhere that's like public where that kind of thing? You
Yeah,
think about
I
stuff
do.
like that?
I stopped. I was young and dumb. I stopped doing the like, oh, let's just chill at your house. No, I'm good, because I don't know who waiting in the closet. Don't judge my life, okay? I don't know who waiting in the closet. So I recently stopped doing that, and like I'm just older now. I'm just like I'm good. And then like I just don't want that. Like I don't just want to chill with you at your house all the time. Like take me out somewhere. So
So like,
did you first meet the person on Tinder that you chill at the house? I'm just saying.
Years ago, yes.
Wow.
So you meet them on Tinder first time you chill out.
I can't.
I'm glad you're still here, bro.
I gave her a high five because she deserved a high five. This girl went to people's houses that she didn't know. And like just, like, oh, Netflix and chill with somebody you just met 2 hours ago online. She deserved that high five, bro. Shit. Like, she's alive today with all the shit that we've been hearing on the news. People dying, people head getting found in trash bags and shit. Look, she just, hey man, high five to Kira wherever you are. Take it 10 times. Look, people, she's real.
I was really reckless because I wasn't afraid to like go to a guy's house on the first meeting after meeting them online. But I definitely changed my ways now, because I'm old and I'm scared to die now. So I don't just go to random guys' house. But when I did, okay, I would walk around everywhere. I would look in every closet and every closed door to make sure it ain't somebody there waiting with a gun or a knife, because I don't have time, okay?
Let me ask you this though. So why do you prefer to meet people online than in person?
I can't even use the excuse that I just moved here, because even when I was home, I was still on Tinder there. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the Libra in me. Like, I'm always looking for something, but then I don't want a relationship. I don't know. Like, I just enjoy other people's company. And then, but I will say that it escalated more when I got here, because I'm like, yo, I really don't know nobody, and I'm like bored.
So you're just
and,
like out trying to like meet people.
Exactly. And so honestly, when I had got here, like I was on it as far as like trying to like network with people and like seeing what's out there, see if they know what's going on, like where are the black people, because all I see is white and Hispanic. So I was just like trying to figure out where my groove was. But then, like I said, after I met one guy, I deleted it. And then I was like, I can't go back up there. Like, he might be up there. That's going to be awkward.
So is Tinder like the only site that you ever used, or do you
say.
do that other one?
That's the only one that I trust. And I know it's like dumb, but I only trust it because you have to link your Facebook to it. Clearly, anybody can have a Facebook. However, it shows you like when you're connected with people, it shows you who you're friends with and whatnot. Like if y'all have mutual friends. So that's why I prefer Tinder, because it's just a little bit more real to me. I used to do Plenty of Fish like when I was way younger, and there's a bunch of creepy people up there. I can't do it. I can't do it. The more higher end, okay, the more uppity ones like eHarmony and Black People Meet. Other ones you gotta pay for subscription. I'm good.
So did you have to deal with any kind of BS in the other joints? The was it Plenty of Fish and Tinder?
I mean, like I said, I did that when I was younger, like 19, 20. So I'm pretty sure I was up there acting crazy, and other people were like. Now, like I said, it's just different now for me.
But so y'all
never tried it?
No.
Never thought about it?
Don't get it twisted.
I'm like the black sheep. I'm like the only
Facebook
one.
will be online dating. Somebody could hit you up on Facebook.
My mother got a Facebook and I canceled mine. So
Somebody can hit you up
DM
on
sliding and
Instagram.
I just ignored. No.
Yeah, somebody sliding into my DMs are creepy. Like,
So you telling me that even before now, you've never had somebody hit you up in your DM and you talk to somebody?
Somebody just hit me up in my DMs and I'd be like, nah.
So what if it was somebody
It's
you
weird.
found attractive to hit you in the DMs? You were
Right.
like, but still the same kind.
Okay, so you had me for a second there. But still at the same time, that's how people be getting catfished.
Yeah.
Because they like, look, I watch a lot of MTV faithfully. And like half of those people, they be on Instagram, oh, this is my page. But then they be like sneaking pictures from other people. And like, I'm like the Black Neve and Max. Like, I literally Google image people like to see if it's going to come up on somebody else's thing. Like,
That's her research.
I done my research.
But people will hit you up.
People have hit me up online, but I'm not going to be like,
So you haven't dated
here's
anybody?
my number. No.
So you just
So that's your biggest fear? Like the person that...
Dying? Yes, that is my biggest
Okay,
that is my fear from online dating. Yes.
online dating.
The one time, like, it even like remotely crossed my mind was when I first moved to Cali, and I was like, oh, this may be a good idea. But then I read the story about this girl in Northern California who went on a Tinder date, and she went to like
It's not just, it's everywhere.
she went like on a date, and like she told her friend, she's like, hey, I'm going on this date with John, blah blah blah, whatever. 2 days later, they found her body. Like, I'm not trying to be that person. Like, she got 3 kids. I ain't trying to be that person.
I think people are just really brainwashed. They see these stories, they watch these movies about people dying because they meet somebody online. Listen, I done found couches on Craigslist. I found my car on Craigslist. I done found roommates on Craigslist, and I'm still living. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. I mean, as long as you're not dumb, you'll be okay. I don't get it.
People think that you're like easier to catch.
Target.
Like, you're an easier target. That's the
Yeah.
word. Like, you're an easier target when you're online. You're more vulnerable when you're actually doing things online, because it's like, oh, she's on this site looking for love. She's a vulnerable person.
Yeah.
So let me get out here and take advantage of her vulnerability.
A lot of times when you read stories, you be like, okay, and then she just like aimlessly went. Like, why would you go in there?
No, I can't lie. It's like some stuff I be reading.
If you gonna get hurt, it's because you acting stupid. I'm sorry that sounds rude, but I'm just saying, like, if somebody hit me up on something crazy, then no, I'm not about to go see you. If I know you live in a freaking dungeon, no, I'm not about to go into your house. Like, you have to be smart about stuff.
But see, they went to like a
how do
very
you
public
really know
place.
though?
Right, because people will pull
You
you
don't
in.
know.
You don't know.
It's like
Maybe
you-
I'm just
you really
protected.
don't.
It's
I'm
really
just
like
a God's
a-
angel, but ain't nothing ever happened to me. If I want to find love again, I'm gonna be right back on Tinder.
And for me personally, the one reason why I don't be doing this type of shit, for one, you would think that girls don't do all that nonsense. Girls would connive with guys and pull a guy in and then rub that nigga and just beat the shit out of him.
Oh, yup.
I
just
actually
watched the
know
movie
some
on
person.
So
Yeah,
those
some
type of
girls
things-
are crazy too.
Girls
Those type
are
of things.
crazy.
You see, those look good or whatever, but when you hit them up, you start talking, they be like, oh, let's meet. You gonna meet somewhere.
Because some of these
somebody will just
women
pull
are
up on you.
scammers. Like,
Yeah,
we are
for
scammers.
real.
Like, I can't lie, we are scammers.
So, I
We
mean-
know that our body can like get us things. We are scammers.
When a girl sees that you stunting on social media, like with your bands and how many racks you got, like with your $100 bills, you trying to show off your money, like, oh, I got this, I got that. Be weary, because them scammers are coming for you. They're going to see that you got all this stuff and they're going to be like, oh, he ain't going to miss a couple $300. It's cool. So they're going to have everything you want. The cleavage, the booty, the real nice hourglass figure, whatever you want.
Would y'all be nervous if you were into the online dating? Would you be nervous about seeing somebody that you know, like a friend or something like that, seeing your profile up there?
One of my friends actually got on an online dating site and she found her, like someone that also worked with her. And they matched, and she was like, "Oh no, but no!"
Oh wow!
because she knows how he is in real life.
Oh.
So it's like his profile was a lie.
This one guy that I met on Tinder, he felt like he knew me from somewhere. And I'm like, bruh, I don't know you. And he's like, oh, wait, I got it. I see your picture on your mom's desk every day. Okay, so I realized that he worked with my mom at the hospital. My mom's a nurse, and he's a male nurse, and he used to tell her that he thought her daughter was attractive, and then he finally seen her daughter, myself, on Tinder.
I mean, look at society nowadays. Back in the days when you was young, you go outside and you play and you actually interacted with people. Not knocking the whole technology piece, but I think there's an aspect of the real interactions is missing because of it, and that's most of the reason why.
And that's another reason why, because I am a former, retired online dater. That's why I used to get my number out so quick, because I don't want to keep messaging you up here. Like, call me on the phone, like old school. Like, talk to me. Let me hear your voice. Let me know you know how to speak English.
Let's say you're not in a relationship. Would you do online dating? Would you participate? No. First question. Would you participate online dating?
No.
Okay.
No. Too much Law and Order SVM.
So you're not meeting anybody face to face. You're having issues with that. Would you participate online dating?
No.
So
I'm not desperate. Why should I?
I'm not saying you're desperate.
Because whoever I'm meant to be with, I'm gonna see you face to face. Like,
no, I'm not saying you're desperate. I just said I'm not.
You just did though. People who date online are desperate. I'm not desperate.
No, he just said.
No, swipe right. Okay, thanks. If you see aspects of somebody being crazy, then don't go meet them. If they text you and say, "Hey, meet me in this back alley," I'll be there with 7 midgets and 5 strawberries. Why you gonna go back there? That's you being dumb, and you probably gonna get shanked. So, like, I don't understand. If you think somebody's acting crazy, if you feel clues and you see clues that makes you, you know, put on your caution lights there, then don't go.
What do you think? I mean, what's your point of view of online dating?
I really don't like it personally, because I'm not like on social media person. I like to interact with people in person. I like to see that person. I like to meet that person in person. I'm like that type of person. Like, I really don't like online dating personally. I don't think it's safe, and I think people catfish all the time there, and it's like they're hiding behind something. I mean,
like people catfish all the time.
No, I'm not putting it. I just personally don't like it. I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think it's safe at all. But when you meet somebody online, you see good pictures of them, all this stuff. You see they can put bad pictures, but most people, you know, they're gonna put an attractive picture there. It's just like the interaction, like you see how they talk, you see how everything is like in the real. When it's online, it's like a, how do I say it? It's like a guard there protecting them.
So here's what I'm thinking. So you just talk about social media. So if you meet somebody that you like, let's say you connect with somebody that you may have known like 10 years ago, and y'all start kicking back online.
That's different. I knew that person, so I know this
10 years ago.
10 years ago, I know that person. I still have memory of that
10 years ago, completely different person.
See what I'm saying? 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So she's saying her thing is
At least she knows that she's real.
But you don't know that 10 years later that
she's known that person, so there's at least there's a safety net for her.
It's like,
so my guess is, if the online community was safe, like if you never heard about anything bad or anything like that, would you be as apprehensive to try it? Like if you knew it was safe, you knew there was no problems, you knew the people that were on there.
I mean, I don't have a problem with people talking to people in person now, so I don't know. I wouldn't go online. I wouldn't have to. I don't need to go online because I can meet people in person.
What if you find it hard to like connect and find that one person in person? Would you try?
That would make it away from me. Windows no, like what? I'm not forcing it. If the person comes, they're gonna come in my life. Like I'm not gonna force anything. Like I just let it go. I'm just gonna live my life, and then if the person comes, they come. That's how I feel about everything.
And then my other question is, what if it's a online community that's really like supposed to be like super professional? Like they have some.
Speaking like LinkedIn.
You really
say it again?
Like LinkedIn.
I'm just trying to figure out what you're comfortable with though. Like because really for a lot of people it's really about
if it was an Instagram, like say it was Instagram, probably I guess I'll be comfortable with that. And then I'll see the mutual friends and stuff like that, what you were saying too. Okay. I'll see the mutual friends. Oh, they know this person, they know this person. I'll probably ask a friend, okay, how is this person doing?
Okay.
Who is this person? You know?
You want to know the intel,
you know?
Yeah.
But that's my whole thing. Like I need to know.
I need to know before
that other people know you. and that other people know how you are. Because my friends ain't gonna lie to me. Like, my friends are brutally honest. So they ain't gonna lie to me about who the fuck
girl,
you are.
let me tell you what
it's like, girl, let me tell you. So he got like 3 kids and he only claims like 1. Don't go down that
We need to know this information.
Like, don't
because
go down
if you
that
have 3
avenue.
baby mamas, you're trying to come talk to me, my friend.
And it's
just
like,
not like no.
I definitely agree. That's another thing. If I can see like who I am the average user that is okay with online using. Okay. If I see who you're connected with and I know they're like ratchet as hell or I know they're a fake person, I'm gonna swipe left. If I can see your associations, I'm good. Yeah, I can't.
Right. It's like if I get on your Instagram.
If I can see your associations, I don't agree with them, I should say.
Right, like if I get on your Instagram and like my stalker is self-search your followers and all I see is like the big booty hoes, like I'm gonna be like,
I'm done.
So clearly, like all that you are here for is for the sexual exploitation.
I can't give you
I'm not that person. Like,
okay,
let me just go ahead and knock that
my
off.
name is not Amber. Okay, my last
I
name
ain't
is not
Amber.
Rose.
I ain't Jessica Starr. I ain't none of these people. Like,
Okay, call me Pancake. All right. Okay, I'm sorry.
it's like, nah, dog. I'm Gucci. I'm good. You can miss me with all of that. You can completely miss me. No.
There's some nice people that you can meet online. I've never tried it. I'll just put that out there. But I feel like I wouldn't mind trying it.
So you're open to the idea.
I'm open to the idea
dating.
because I realize you have an online community.
You're not.
No, seriously, because it's kind of like if you look at the marketplace as a whole, you have, let's say you could go to the store or you could go online and purchase whatever. It took me a long time to really even accept purchasing things online and having it delivered to your house. But I saw instances where it didn't work out, and I see a lot of instances where it does work out. Same thing with online dating. You meet people online or you meet people in person. You still go through a phase where you're still trying to figure out who's who. I don't care who it is, whether it's online or if it's offline. When you go on a date for that first time, you still got to go through a phase of really getting to know somebody. Because when you meet somebody for the first time, they're giving you their best person.
That whole talking.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You always want to be your best person all the time, but we also know that we human beings and we have flaws. So it still happens regardless. It's on both sides. So I can't really knock it because I haven't tried it. I will say I'm more open about it than I was before because I really wasn't about it before.
The whole online aspect is really for people that are not quick to go out and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I think you are fine, or I think you're beautiful. Can we go on a date, blah, 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 blah. Here's what I like. I like long walks on the beach. I have a GED. Just telling about yourself. Like, people are not quick to talk about that. So they rather put it online in this community where you're kind of like breaking the ice a little bit. At the same time, also, I do realize people are very, very skeptical about it, and that's cool because, there's a lot of crazy stuff you hear about the whole catfished or people getting kidnapped or this, that, whatever. But the truth is, to be honest, regardless of where you go, you're always going to run into those kind of situations. You cannot stop those situations from happening because it happens.
So what would be like your ideal time limit of talking to someone online and then realizing, you know what, this ain't gonna be for me?
Well, so I'll meet them online.
Right.
And I immediately want to know them because the online aspect is the phase before actually physically meeting somebody. I'd rather meet somebody physically and see them face to face and getting to know them versus talking on the phone or whatever it may be. So I want to get to that first let's meet part as soon as possible, just so I can get the vibe and meet them a couple more times and really get to know them. If we have mutual friends or whatever, that helps too. We could get more comfortable with each other, but I just want to be in an environment where we can interact now and talk versus chatting online, because I'm not really an online person, to be honest.
Yeah. Online dating is definitely going to become the new norm because of the age that we're in with technology.
It's just the way that people are moving. Like, people don't go anywhere. Like, if I needed to get groceries, if I needed to get furniture, if I needed to get clothes, I can do that all online. If I need to find a man, I can do that online. I mean, just like this show, I don't know y'all people like that. I don't know anything about this, but I seen it online. I said, hey, they're interesting black people. I'm going to be a part of that. And what did I do? I showed up. But it's just like online dating. I don't know nothing about the person, but I think they look interesting. Hey, let's go meet at the freaking bar. Let's go. I'm not going to get too drunk because you might be crazy. But I'm just saying, it's the same thing. It's 2017. Everybody meets online. Like, what's the problem?
So I'm not downplaying the people who choose to online date. If that's for you, go for it. I am happy for you. But me personally, it's just not my thing.
Let's just say that we are all cool with online dating. Do you feel like guys are obligated to hit up the woman first? Like, do you think you have to text them first? Or would you wait, like y'all connect and ain't nobody saying nothing? Would you wait for her to hit you up? Or you feel like you have to do it first?
I feel like the girls want the guys to do it first, so the guy will do it first.
So do you feel like you should hit up the woman first, or you are like, no, it's 2017, women need to hit me up
women
first.
can do it first.
Yeah, then you hit me up.
What?
Okay.
Why?
I would hit them up.
But you wouldn't be like
feeling
some type of way.
As women,
definitely.
Do y'all feel like you want a man to hit you first, or you would hit him up first?
She should always hit up first.
Okay.
I am a very upfront person, so I will tell you, like, hey, you, I think you fine. let's get numbers. Like, I think, like, I'm a very upfront person, so I'm gonna tell you. I don't sugarcoat anything, so I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Like, if I send you 2 messages first and you don't send me one back, it's a problem for me.
Especially immediately. If you want to take your time and send that message, I'm just like,
I can understand like a 30-minute reply back.
2
but
hours.
like 2 to 3 hours, like
Something's
I know
going
you
on.
saw this, right?
Yeah,
Because you don't watch my Snapchat in the process, so I know you saw my text.
Girl, like this boy was watching my snaps, liking my Instagram pictures, but you won't text me back. Like, who are you?
Like, I don't understand.
You?
I don't understand.
I literally hit him up. I was like, yo, stop watching my snaps and stop freaking liking my Instagram pictures because you're not texting me back. He put, LOL. Nigga, what you laughing at? Like, period.
The type of person I am, I couldn't follow somebody that I even like wanted to talk to on social media because I'm crazy and I know that I'm crazy. I accept
I'm
that.
finna follow you.
I accept that I'm crazy. So it's like if I see that you're on social media, I'm gonna be wanting to know like your every move. Like, where are you? This. I can't follow you on social media. That's another like, no. Look, I'm crazy. I accept that about my life. But it's like I would be over here. So you where? You just told me you was here though, but your Snapchat says that you are here.
He was at a wedding, and you know, bridesmaids at weddings are lonely and desperate, and they just want a man. And he was a groomsman in the wedding, but he's on Snapchat with these other females, and I'm like, who that is though, Greg? Like, who these people is? Like, I don't like these situations. I just need to know where you at and who you with. Like, that's it. And I feel like that's just typical relationship stuff. Like, when you're in a relationship, you kind of want to know where your other half is because you just want to know, like, hey, you ain't out here doing nothing foul, you know, those type of things. So I'm not really like that crazy, but you know, life gets real.
If I text you and you don't text me back within a certain amount of time, but you on Snapchat, my nigga, I'm about to go off. Like, that is gonna blow.
You can't tell me that don't make y'all upset.
That is a pet peeve. If I text you, clearly you're on your phone, but then you gonna get on Snapchat. Like, nigga, what?
Like, I know you saw my text.
I
know you saw that drop down bar.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe nothing. The guy is not serious. He's not serious. Like, what's?
No.
Okay, so you said that you wouldn't like go up to a guy and tell him how you felt. Like,
I mean, if I really like that person, I'm gonna go up to that person.
I'm gonna say, like, if you saw a dude in the club or something. Right, I'm gonna say if you saw a fine dude.
Of course.
You would?
I would. I will. I wouldn't be like, I'll just probably just give him clues. I wouldn't just actually just.
But see, you know, some guys don't pick up on the clues though.
Yeah, that's one thing girls do. Y'all do drop clues, but a lot of times,
a lot of the guys don't
make myself available. Like, yeah, you know,
I would have to say, I want to vouch for guys. Like, first of all, women are crazy and women are scary to talk to. Like, we really are. Like, you see somebody so beautiful, like, all right, like I'm, you know, I'm macho. Like, you know, I talk to them. I'm kind of scared. I will give guys that. Like, women are kind of scared to talk to. However, okay, if you're not really making a move and you just don't get my clues at all, like, bro, you just slow. If I'm laughing and my entire body just falls on you, like, you should know that I like you, okay? Because I did not need to touch you to let you know that you were funny. But I literally just dropped my entire body on you, so you should pick it up, okay? Let's pick up the pieces there and realize, hey, she wants me. Let me get her number.
If I'm liking your pictures, just know that I want to talk to you. If you don't get the hints, oh well, it's not meant to be.
And I'm like in your face, like, so what are you doing later? Like, would you like to go here? Like, the shoulders are back, the cleavage is popping, okay? That is a clue. If them tits are in your face, know that she wants you, okay? She wants you. Come on, dog. Like, it ain't It ain't rocket science. Put 2 and 2 together. That's all I'm saying.
It took my man 4 months to realize that I wanted her.
That's too long. Wow, you a strong one.
It was like he assumed that I was talking to someone else at the time when he first saw me. We met through like, okay, so we met like at a house party. No. We met like at a house party with like mutual friends, right? And the entire time the house party is going on, I'm over here playing, you know, liquor games because I'm like trying to show him like, look, I can drink. I got a strong liver. Hit, wink, wink. But like the entire time we're playing the games, I'm like, hi, you want to be my beer pong partner? Or no, like, do you want to be my beer pong partner? Like, you know, just dropping the hints, and every time we would have a kickback, he would always be there. No, but I was like so great.
Oh, so y'all used to meet at every kickback?
Yeah, we would meet at every kickback.
Y'all never exchange numbers, one of those
because
times?
he thought that I was talking to someone else at the time.
I try to pay attention to every clue that people are mentioning. I would think every girl like really wants to talk to me because I see cleavage wherever I go. Like, yo, son, I mean, seriously. So for me, it's like, I'm not gonna think automatically a girl is like dropping me clues because I see cleavage. I mean, I turn around and just turn my head and I see cleavage and she's right there. It doesn't mean that she's trying to talk to me. I need a little bit more than that, I guess, for me.
I understand you feeling me, it's okay, but sometimes I just want to be like, you know, let me try to know what's up with you. Like, see, guys will jump at it, maybe those guys don't really care. Look, I care, so I ain't trying to just jump into it. You know what I'm saying? So you give me the clues, that's fine, but give me a time, maybe a month or something, you know. I ain't trying to rush into it. I don't know what's up with you, you know. Maybe you just throwing this clue because you horny or some shit. I don't know.
My friend actually went up to him and he was like, so I see you keep staring at her, like, you want her? And he was like, I mean, I thought that was you. And he was like, fuck no, not me. Like, he's like, that is like a little sister to me. You can have it. Like, that is all you, go for it. She's single. And he was like, he literally came over to me and was like, so I heard you're moving to California, so can I get your phone number? And I was like, yes, boy, here it is. Like, about time that you got it, like, about time. I literally moved to California like 3 weeks later. So the whole first half of our relationship, we weren't together. We were in two completely different states. So it was
that kind of hard for you guys, long distance?
Hell yeah, that was hard. Yeah. We're on 2 different time zones, 2 complete different schedules. He works a whole job. I'm over here in school. So half the time I'm in school, I'm like, tired, don't really want to talk. But he's like, I want to talk. I just got off work. Let's talk. And I'm like, sleep. Like, that's what I need. Like, I need sleep. So long distance relationships is hard, but shit, it is what it is. It worked out for us. Yeah. Hey.